Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought I'd talk about something very important. I know that some of you are just at the beginning of the program, some of you are already messaging, some of you are jumping on the phone calls. But sooner or later, you're going to have to talk about your offer with people. You're going to have to tell them what you do, and and they should buy your product, your services. I think that's the whole point of being in this group. And I think one thing where people are going wrong is they're not understanding that for a person to say yes to your offer, to say yes to your program, they need to have contact from you more than once or twice. Some studies say that at least 4 times, some say at least 6 times they need to have a contact from you, a contact in authority, a contact which is influential, that sort of contact with them, in order for them to sort of even consider you and think about you as an authority, as a coach, and maybe give a thought to your services. So if you haven't made those contacts with these people who are on your Facebook list, and then you're sending a message of hi, hello, how you doing, and I'm a coach, I do this and that, then you're gonna just most of the times become frustrated and end up not getting anywhere. And I think I'm seeing that with some of you. And the reason for that is that you haven't tried this and you haven't done this. And I think it's in the modules as well, but I want you to pay special emphasis to this, is that maybe do a live video or a recorded video talking about who you are, talking about your story, talking about your pains, letting people know who you are. And the reason I want you to do this is because it does 2 things. One, it builds trust. And if you talk about your pains and adversities, people can relate to you and they can see, well, I am where I am now, but this coach has been there in from last 5 years, or he or she was there like 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 2 years ago. So they can relate to you. They can build trust. And second thing is, when you send them a message to say, hey, how are you? I am this, and tell me a little bit about you. They're already wanting to speak to you, and they welcome your message rather than rejecting your message away. So it's really, really important. And if you want to see a good example, you can go to Tasha's profile. Tasha is a mindset coach, and she is in the group. You can look her up in the mastermind group and see the first video you will find on her profile is just telling her story, how she felt a few years ago, how she was lost, how she was disappointed. So relating your pains with others, so they can see that you're a normal human being and you have been through normal situations, and the situations where the situation they are currently present in their life right now, you can just talk about that and just be honest. If you have a bit of a fear for going live online, and then you can do recorded video. So just look at Tasha's example. I did mine long time ago, but then I did another one, I think about 8 months ago, where I just talked about the setbacks and the difficulties that I've been through. And I think some of you know already what I have been through and who I am and what makes me who I am. So it creates uniqueness about you, because not many coaches will do that. Not many coaches will talk about. So let's say if you're a therapist, you would say, I went through depression myself. I've asked Sanjana to do that. Like I was there once a long time ago, and I was struggling, and I was just jumping from one medication to the other medication, and then suddenly I had a wake-up call, and I did this and did that. And you can easily relate it to giving them a call to action to say, it's not too late, it's not too difficult. If I can do it, you can do it too. And if you need more information, you can always reach out to me. So just be humble about your pains and about your struggles. A good coach is who is easily vulnerable to people, and people can relate to that person, rather than someone who is high up there and they're like, oh my God, you're out of reach. So you should have a good balance. So yes, you're showing all the flashy stuff, good stuff and motivational stuff, but also just talk about your story. So your homework, everyone who is listening, and again, another homework on top, is to maybe record a video or go live on your profile, on your Facebook profile. And if you have Facebook page, go there. If you have Instagram, go there, and really talk about where you come from, where you originated from, what were your original pains, how did you overcome those pains, and why you're into coaching anyway. Like why, and again, you can relate your pains to how how strong you are in terms of when you're wanting to help people. So you can say, it gives me desire, it gives me passion to help others because I know the pain, because I've been through that pain. So talk about your pains. So that's your homework. Look at Tasha's video. And I'm just gonna watch all of you now, and we're gonna watch each other, like who is doing like the recorded video or live video telling about your story. Just, you know, talk about who you are, where you come from, what were your obstacles, how did you overcome those obstacles, and what other people should do. If people don't know you, they're never gonna sort of regard your conversation. So again, going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, is people need multiple contacts. So if you connected to them with this video, for example, telling your story, then again connect with something else. You know, maybe post something about your personal life, maybe post something, you know, multiple contacts. So when you're connecting to them multiple times, then it's easier for you to convince them to jump on a phone call with you and maybe sell your services, because they already know you. Many times it happens to me, if I send a message to someone, they would say, you know, actually, you know, I was thinking to reaching out to you because I saw your live video. It was so emotional, it was so touchy. You know, I'm exactly in the same situation where once you were, and I was actually expecting your message. No, I was exactly thinking about sending you a message. So they're already expecting, they're already wanting to connect with you, just because you did a very deep and pure, honest live about yourself. So that's the tip for today. Try that out and put it in the comments below once you've done your video, or just raise your hand. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the challenge. Just do it. And hopefully I'll speak to you. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting.